Yay!
Worked the first time out.
I have a little special guest right here.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I've got my cat right here and my dog's over here. So if we hear any barking, we know what's going on.
You know it's happening. She's actually my roommate's dog, and I call her my surrogate dog.
That's cool. Very cool. Yeah, I've got rescues. I've had my dog for 6 years now, and then I went in to get dog food back in December
Uh-huh.
with my girlfriend, and of course, I come out with a kitten. So yeah, I'm a sucker. That's how
Yeah.
it works.
Were they just staring at you, and you're like, I need to grab one.
I know, but they're both black, and it's funny because they've started sleeping together sometimes, like when they take naps, and they just make one big ball, and it's pretty fun.
Oh, at least they get along.
Yeah, they do. My dog is super sweet. He's a cocker spaniel, and he's just really laid back.
That's
So
how she is. We think she's part cat because her mannerisms is like a cat. Like she arches her back. She's very sneaky. She rubs against things like a cat. She doesn't bark really.
that's
She's
awesome.
she's just chilling. This is
That's
what
awesome.
it is. Living
That
her
makes the work
best
environment a lot better, you know?
life.
That's for sure. And once we go back to work, like, fully back to work, I don't know if my animals will know what to do because I've been home so much.
Hmm.
They've become so, almost like expecting it now. So if I leave to go to the store, they're like, "Where are you going?"
That's
It's
where
fun.
he freaked out with me. Hey Kelly, we're just talking about our dogs. You can see on the bottom of like who comes live or like who turns
Nice.
in, and on the top you can see how many people are viewing.
Oh, that's cool.
But she like kind of freaks out when we go get dressed during the week or during the weekends before all this,
Mm-hmm.
or she'll just run to her crate because she knows we're leaving. But now she's like, why are y'all staying here? Why are you still here?
I know, I know. It's that's probably been the biggest thing that's come out of this COVID situation is the all the animals have gotten much more love than what they normally would, which is
Hmm.
a good thing. It really is. So
Yeah.
it's
Hey,
like a
Lindsay. Oh, and you can also see people wave or send emojis throughout. That's a
nice,
way of interacting. It's like we have a
very
live audience.
nice.
So I guess we'll wait one more minute until we can get like really started, just to
That
let
sounds great.
people
That
in.
sounds. Well, I went to the showroom yesterday for the first time in over 2 months, and that was awesome.
Oh yeah, I saw your post with you and Max.
Yeah, we social distanced from a little bit, but then after we did that, we went and got barbecue together, so that was kind of nice.
I
Yeah,
don't know. Where'd
just
you
to
get
be around
barbecue
the
at?
coworkers. Yeah, that you just don't realize how much you miss being around people,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's one of the big takeaways from this. But we're excited about getting back, and we're starting to demo chairs again, and we're gonna start opening the showroom back up as well. So that'll be kind of cool.
Are y'all gonna start back the videos?
You what now?
Will Max start back with the videos?
I believe he will. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. We're going to Max's Minute. I mean, he's become a national celebrity amongst the OFS folks. So he was the first seating specialist in the whole nation, and now we've got seating specialists in major cities throughout the United States. And
Because your
Max was kind
son's
of
one,
the
right?
yeah. My son
Yeah.
moved to Dallas last fall, and just kind of sight unseen. The hired Liam, and he's doing really well, and he's fit right in, and he's really excited about the opportunity. So
Is he gonna
that's
watch? Is he gonna tune in?
surreal. It's cool.
Yeah. Is he gonna tune in right now?
No, he's actually we have an OFS call going on right now nationwide. We've been doing these, and that's one of the things I really like about it. Once the whole COVID thing started, we started doing these calls to kind of keep everybody connected, and we started talking about best practices and sharing recipes and how to deal with staying inside all
That's
the
nice.
time. And we've had designers on there, we've had Navy SEALs on there, we've had fitness instructors. It's
Wow.
phenomenal, and they've kept us all connected on new product development and just talking to each other. And it's like a
Yeah.
family staying connected. It's like a Brady Bunch call. It's pretty cool.
That's how I feel about the OFS brand. I just feel like they're such a close knit group, and it almost feel like even going to the show, I just feel like I'm going home.
Yeah.
And y'all just have that family environment. So that's nice that y'all are still continuing that.
Really, it's amazing. It'll be my 20th anniversary, August 1st,
Mm-hmm.
and it has felt like that from day one. The very first time I ever met Hank Mankey, our CEO, comes up with this big smile and puts his arm around me, and it's been like that nonstop. And they just treat you really, really well. I can't.
That's
There's no
awesome.
word on it. You really do feel like you're in a family situation.
Yeah. So we can get started. So, hey, everybody, thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate it. So, if you don't know, this is John Shannon. If you don't know him, you're living under a rock because you should definitely know John. But yeah, introduce everybody and what you do at OFS in your role.
Well, I've been around, like I tell people, since Moby Dick was a minnow with OFS. 20 years, August 1st, and I'm what's called a district sales manager. I cover the state of Georgia along with our entire team. And my specialty is higher education, so I call on a lot of the schools like Georgia Tech, Kennesaw,
Mm-hmm.
UGA, and so forth. And I've been doing that for a number of years. And then we've got other team members that call on the A&D community and healthcare and um, commercial real estate and so forth. So we've got a really, really great team and a showroom manager here in Atlanta and then a rep down in South Georgia, Penny Heritage, who covers South Georgia holistically and then part of Jacksonville. So we've got a wonderful team here in the state.
That's awesome. So, explain to everybody how OFS is responding in that post COVID way.
Yeah, that's a great question. I think the first thing that we wanted to do was not do something out of fear. We
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to just knee jerk. And so, what I really like is we kind of sat back, we kind of looked at the situation, pondered a little bit, and then instead of just developing something or trying to act like we knew what was going on much more than anybody else, because I don't think anybody has the whole answer, we
Mm-hmm.
just sat back and waited a little bit and then started tinkering with some ideas on how can we make some subtle changes to some existing products without really just going in and making rampant changes that 3 to 6 months down the road might not make sense. So our first response is actually on our webpage now under Find Resources tab. It's called the COVID response, and it's just a natural progression of products that we've had out for a number of years that have been successful, and we just made some little tweaks by adding maybe some dividers here and changing some of the shapes to provide social distancing. And again, this is the first go around. It may change again in 2 months or 6 months down the road. We don't really know what that's going to be like, but we felt like that was a very good start, and especially with healthcare, because initially we were bombarded with healthcare orders, so we had to get those.
Sure.
Yeah,
So
it
that's
was.
a big portion of OFS.
It is Carolina, yes. The first month or so was just responding to the federal government and Homeland Security and providing orders for hospitals and
Wow.
doctor's offices and so forth. It was an honor to participate in that, that's
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Were y'all supporting Lisa, or did she need everyone's help?
Everybody has to support Lisa, that's for sure. No,
Yeah.
we all support each other. We're just a big team, and we've always treated everything as a team. But Lisa's definitely is our healthcare specialist. She's been doing this for a number of years, and then so the marketing team from the corporate headquarters and all the healthcare specialists would get on calls and try to figure out how to handle these types of things. But Lisa has been just absolutely phenomenal, and working with all the different hospital organizations and so forth. So she definitely is the expert and leads the charge for us when it comes to that.
That's awesome. So, what products do you see that will be successful for post COVID? On Lisa just joined. She just missed her whole little spiel.
Well, and Lisa, I just bragged about you heavily just a moment ago. I think what we're seeing is the products that have kind of been real successful for the last 2 or 3 years. If you look at things like lean-to,
Mhm.
that's a natural social distancing product. I don't think we're going to have to make a lot of changes to that. Heya has been phenomenal because of the fact that you've got some screening built into there, but you can still get together with people.
Like a,
Obeya, go ahead.
it's like a little cocoon.
It is. It really is. And then Obeya has been phenomenal. We're developing glass and then also some doors to provide safe spaces for folks because people are going to have to come back. We know that for a fact. And so what we want to do is provide those natural extensions for those products. So those in particular, there's been a lot of demand. There's Stacks. Stacks has been around for over 10 years. And what we did is when we went through, we found out that you can clean just about every square inch of Stacks, which is really neat. And then there's a lot of mobile products that you can build out of Stacks, whether it's a private office or an open plan or benching or whatever. So it's kind of a hybrid, and we're seeing a lot of demand and success with that as well.
Yeah. Ellie, I'm glad that y'all have all those products that you can continue selling that's post-COVID related.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So what do you think OFS will do differently as a result of post-COVID?
I think that we will be, I think we're going to have more empathy.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to look from the inside out. As we talk to ourselves internally, we've also reached out to end users, whether it's a school or a business or hospitals, and try to find out what they go through
Mm-hmm.
and try to get a better understanding of that. So as we develop products, I think a lot of that's going to come from what they've been going through. And I think that's how we're going to connect people, because eventually we're going to come out of this, maybe not 6 months from now or a year from now, but eventually we will all get back together.
Mm-hmm.
So just going through this experience together has really been an eye opener. And I think just developing products without panicking and jumping into something, I think having more empathy is going to make a big difference for us.
So, like, what did you learn about yourself and OFS in general during this time?
Oh gosh, myself, that's scary. Uh, Taking things for granted, the little things, just going to a restaurant and eating, getting a haircut. I tried to stay on course. I got up at the same time every day, made my bed, had my habits, drank my coffee, did my routine, so I would stay focused. So, but I miss people. I miss being around folks. And
Mm-hmm.
then from the OFS end of it, like we said earlier, we said that their family, they really, gosh, you can't say enough about what they did for us as family members. We don't call ourselves employees, we call ourselves family members.
Oh,
They literally closed the production plants for the first two
wow.
weeks, sent everybody home,
Uh-huh.
paid. They paid
Wow.
everybody. Yeah. And to make sure that they were with their families and safe. And that was just absolutely unheard of. And that really sent a signal to the rest of us. And it was just
Yeah.
phenomenal to see the care that they had for everybody. And they've set up safety stations everywhere. And it's just again, you feel like you're all in this together. It's
Mm-hmm.
been a weird time, but it's been special. And I'm just excited to get back out and see everybody again.
Me too. I'm going nuts over here. And it's like I just got into this role and then I can't see anybody. And I just want to just do activities and just see everybody. But I'm with you. I'm just ready to be back to normal and to go back into the office.
Yeah.
I'm getting to
And I
that point.
think it may not be normal. They call it the new normal right
Mm-hmm.
now, but eventually we will get back to more of what we've been used to. I don't think that this country was built to fail.
No.
Uh, I think that we will choose to get back eventually, and I think we'll be smarter about it
Mm-hmm.
and be safer and just the little things because there's been things that have happened in the past to this country that has put us in a crisis, and I think we'll come out of it really, really well.
Oh,
There's a
for
lot of
sure.
signs right now with restaurants opening back up and retail, and people are being conscientious about their space and wearing masks and so forth. But eventually, this is my personal feeling. I think sooner than later we'll get back to more normal than we think.
Mm-hmm. We'll just be washing our hands a lot more.
Oh yes, oh yes,
It may be wearing the mask too.
yeah. Not
The
only
new
invest
fashion
in
trend.
soap, but lotion because your hands get so dry after you've washed them so many times during the day. But we
Yeah.
have to have germs, so we have to have germs in our system to be able to fight those things off too. So
Okay, I know my hands have gotten raw dry, and my roommate, she's actually a nurse at CHOA, and she comes home and her hands are all scaly and just gross. I'm like, ugh, put some lotion on that.
Oh my gosh. Well, I've got two sons and a daughter. So, spending time with my boys, I also have to spend time with my daughter. Her name is London.
Uh-huh.
And so we went and did a dad-daughter mani-pedi the other day. So that was fun.
Aww.
Yeah, we went together and had fun and then went and got pizza afterwards. So that was a fun thing.
Aww. And I'm sure she loved every second of that.
Yeah, she's pretty special.
Yeah. So, like you said, that OFS, they shut down for a few weeks. How, with the healthcare orders coming in, how were they able to produce and ship?
Well, that's a great question. We left Carolina open.
Okay.
Got production facilities hubbed in Indiana, which is where our corporate headquarters is, in a large campus there. We've got production also in California, Kentucky, and then in Carolina in the High Point area. So we left High Point open,
Uh-huh.
and then the other ones down to give those folks a chance to go home. And then we kind of reversed it. So Carolina was trucking along during that time where there was a high demand for a lot of products that were healthcare related.
Gotcha. So, coming back, back into the factories, was everyone, do they do in shifts or?
Somewhat, yeah. We've always
Uh-huh.
had some shift work, but what they did is they set up check stations. So we take people's temperatures. We've set up some spacing between each production worker, so they were safe, from a distance standpoint. We actually started making our own hand sanitizer at the factory.
Oh.
Yeah, our chemical engineers got involved in that. So they've done a lot of really, really creative things. And not only that, but they produced enough to give it back to like the local fire department, police department, and the
Oh.
cities in Huntingburg and so forth. So they've been really, really good about taking care of the employees and kind of putting them first, putting the people
Mhm.
first. That's what Hank has always said, and it's always been that way ever since.
So that hand sanitizer, will that be in the OFS showroom?
I'm sure they're going to ship us some. We'll ship them some Georgia moonshine back for things. Yeah, we've done the same thing in the OFS showroom. It's thoroughly cleaned. When people come in, what we're going to do now is just have small groups come in one at a time by appointment, and we've got a sanitizer station essentially set up at the very front. So when they come in, they feel safe. The
Mhm.
doors have been wiped down, all the handles and everything. So we've created a safe environment already, and that way, so when people start rolling back in, I think we've had 2 or 3 appointments already. Uh,
Wow.
really feel safe about the experience, and that's real important.
So when's OFS officially opening back up? Like,
We're there. I mean, corporate's there, everybody else is there, and our showrooms are starting to open up, kind of as the states are doing a little bit at a time. So Georgia's open, Texas is open, and
okay.
so forth. So as the states allow, we actually had a letter stating that we were an essential business during that first initial healthcare phase of it. So as the states allow, we're going to start reopening the showrooms in phases. But Georgia and Texas for sure are fully open, and we're really
Yay.
excited about that. Yeah, New York will follow, DC will follow, and so
Yeah.
forth.
Yeah, I'm glad it's open, but it looks like we're about to run out of time. If you have anything else to say, do you have anything else?
Just we are so excited to partner with you guys, and we're just so excited to be part of this whole experience. We've learned a lot from it.
Hmm.
Again, I cannot overemphasize the way that myself and all of my coworkers and my family at work have been treated. We're just thankful. We really are, and we're all really excited about getting back to work. It's funny, you're in a really, really good place when you miss people
Hmm.
just as though they were your blood family. And so that's been a big takeaway from this. But we're really excited about ramping it back up and getting America back. That's for sure.
And I was telling one of the product designers, Ashley Aponica, that I might cry on the first day of work because I just miss everybody. And I know we can't hug, but I just want to hug everyone. And I'm a hugger to begin with when I greet people. So I'm going to have a hard time being able to be like, oh, I don't know how to greet you.
We're there with you. I mean, we all feel the same way. I mean, we're the Georgia team. We're very close. I mean,
Mhm.
it is like family. It really is. in a time like this, it sinks in. It really does. And the cool thing is you meet so many friends in this industry.
Mhm.
And when we go to our national sales meeting, we call it a family reunion because you're being with people that you've been with for years and years and years, and they are some of your
Yeah.
best. And that's a blessing of this industry as well.
Yeah. I do have to say, I'm glad y'all had y'all national sales meeting before all this shut down.
Right before we got lucky, we dodged a bullet. We had it down in Savannah, and it was a wonderful time. And then this hits, but again, we'll be back, and this country will be back. The cab office will be back, and all of our customers and so forth. So hopefully sooner than later.
Yeah. So yeah, we've ran out of time, but thank you so much for going live with us. This has been really
Absolutely.
a really good session, and I'm sure everyone enjoyed every second of it. And we love working with OFS. They're one of our top open vendors, so we love working with y'all.
We love you guys too, Hannah, and you stay safe. And thank
You
you so much for
too.
inviting me.
Of
And
course.
we'll see you soon. That's for sure.
We'll see you soon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
everybody.